It's March of 2020. The world is facing a once-in-a-100-year pandemic. The world economy has just been threatened with being shut down for 3 years. The market is in full-on panic mode. Everyone wants to sell their stocks, but there's no buyers to pick them up. Company valuations are dropping 40, 50, 60% in a matter of weeks. Then all of a sudden, a glimmer of light at the end of a tunnel. What just happened? We experienced some of the worst days in the stock market's history. Next thing you know, the government hit the country with a defibrillator and injected trillions of dollars into the economy. The stock market bounced like a basketball on a gym floor. New companies want some of this money, so they go IPO and they don't even have a business model. We've just experienced the greatest V-shaped recovery in the stock market's history. Every stock is going to the moon. Investors are risking their entire life savings on what? Luck? Something doesn't feel right. The market is massively stretched. We just had something catastrophic happen, and the market shrugged it off, and before you know it, everyone who was gambling just got slapped with the biggest fundamental hit in a long time. Life savings, gone. Investment portfolios, gone. But why am I telling you this? Well, even an experienced investor like myself got caught up in the hype and decided to gamble. This video will be important because it will help you determine if you're gambling or investing. Hey there, my name is Anthony and welcome to Growing Your Wealth. First off, I'm a sinner redeemed by Christ. I'm a husband, father, student ministry volunteer, photographer and videographer by trade, and a stock market enthusiast. The reason I'm making this channel is to bring glory to God while helping others become good stewards of the money they have. Luke 14:28 says, "Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to even complete it?" Man, Jesus speaking truth right there. Call him the OG of investing. I'm just kidding. That verse goes deeper than investing, but hey, listen, I'm glad you're here and hope you receive value out of this educational content. I look forward to building a community where we can discuss all things growing your wealth. All right. Have you ever heard someone say that stock market is just one big casino? It's a common phrase, but it couldn't be further from the truth unless you're treating it like one. Today, we're going to break down the critical differences between gambling and investing. And trust me, one can build a fortune while the other is designed to empty your wallet. As the late Charlie Munger said, if you're going to be a gambler in the stock market, you're going to end up a loser, just like in Vegas. So, what is gambling? In the simplest sense, gambling is the act of risking capital on an event with an uncertain outcome, in the hope of that quick win. In the market, this looks like chasing quick, dramatic profits based on a hunch, a rumor, or pure luck. You're trading stocks on an hourly or daily basis. Or let's say you're betting on a football game. You don't actually own the team. When you buy a stock purely based on speculation, you're not thinking like an owner. You're just betting on price movement. Understand this. Over the long run, the house always wins. Casinos and sports books, day trading are structured to have statistical edge. You might win occasionally, but the odds are stacked way against you over a long period of time. It's going to be driven by chance and emotion. If your strategy is to jump in and out of volatile stocks, hoping for a moonshot, you're not an investor. You're a speculator at best and a gambler at worst. All right, so what is true investing? Well, let's take a look at what true investing is and how it's fundamentally different. It's the act of allocating capital to an asset with the expectation of positive returns over a long period. Here are the hallmarks of a true investor. An investor is focused on what a company will look like in 5, 10, maybe 20 years. They understand that short-term volatility is just noise, and they let the power of compounding work for them. Then there's this ownership mentality. When you buy a stock, you own a piece of a real business. A true investor asks, Is this a good business? Does it have a good product? Is the management trustworthy? Then they'll perform their research and due diligence. Over the last century, the stock market as a whole has consistently trended upward. By investing broadly in a diversified portfolio, the statistical odds are actually stacked in your favor over a long time frame. Investing is a disciplined process, not an emotional one. This means having an investment plan, diversifying across different assets, and consistently buying more regardless of whether the market is up or down. The difference comes down to the main question. Are you relying on luck, or are you relying on the skills of understanding what it takes to make a business flourish? The lines get blurry when investors behave like gamblers. Buying and selling constantly to time the market? Yeah, that's a coin flip. You're just gambling. Nobody can consistently predict the market's move. Putting your entire life savings into one or two unproven, highly speculative stocks? That's not investing. It's an all or nothing bet. True investors diversify. Trading on margin, borrowing money to buy stocks, it amplifies both your gains, but it also does it to your losses, turning a calculated risk into a reckless gamble. True investing is boring. It's consistent, it's unemotional, and it's focused on the long haul. The moment you start feeling that adrenaline rush, you've likely crossed into the line of gambling. So next time you go and hit that buy button, ask yourself, am I buying a piece of a great business, or am I just placing a bet? The path to long-term wealth is built on the foundation of true investing. Stop chasing the quick win. Start doing your homework and adopt the mindset of an owner, not a gambler. Do me a favor. If you got something out of the video, think about hitting the like button. Maybe subscribe so I can make more videos for you on how to invest smarter, not just harder. As always, may God truly bless each and every one of you. See ya.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
You want to do the last part again?
No, I mean, how bad was it?
No, it was fine. That's fine.
Yeah, stop it. I'll look at it. I mean, I can cut out.